Hey, what's up, YouTube? Excuse me. This is Michael coming to you. It's Monday morning over here in lovely Cambodia. It's hot. I got the fan on behind me. You probably can't see it. I hope you can't hear it. I haven't turned the air conditioner on yet. It's only like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, but within about an hour or so, it is going to be hot. Okay, like I said, this is Live Rich Cambodia. And I see so many crazy things, man, in the USA, man. Just so many crazy things going on. People ask me sometimes, are you Republican or Democrat? And I tell them, man, I'm really neither. I just voted for the best person, man. I tried to research whoever was running. I didn't care what letter was after their name. It didn't make me no difference, okay? But I am kind of a conspiracy theorist, if you want to call me that, okay? And I'm a prepper, okay? I'm proud to be a prepper. My wife's a prepper, too. And you can be a prepper, you know, Dr. Pepper thing, right? I'm a prepper, you're a prepper, she can be a prepper. Anyway, so, like I said, I am kind of a conspiracy theorist, okay? The World Economic Forum. I made a YouTube for Goodbye USA. Okay, World Economic Forum said, okay, the leader of it got a lot of power in the world, right? World Economic Forum. Anyways, he said, you will own nothing. Okay, you will have no privacy. And you will be happy. That's what he said. I think by not owning anything, I don't know if I'd be happy or not, man. I like my things, but I don't know. Maybe some people don't want to own anything. Maybe they just want to rent everything or just pay payments or something. I don't know. And not having the privacy thing, I don't much care for that one either. Okay. I carry my cell phone around a lot. Okay. But I'm pretty careful with it, man. I keep it in a bag. I keep it in kind of like a bag that, kind of like a little Faraday bag, right? Okay. Right now, my phone thinks I'm in San Francisco, California, man. So anyways, like I said, to get back to my point, they're going to take everything from you guys. They're going to take it all. Okay, and you see, how are they going to take everything? It's easy, man. They're already doing it. Okay, through insurance. Okay, through insurance. That's how they're going to do it. Okay. I'm just going to speak briefly on this, and then I'm going to change over to kind of like just something for the guys, but some of the girls might want to listen to. Anyways, they're going to take everything you guys have through insurance. Okay. They're going to raise the price, the cost, because car prices are going up. Everything is going up that has to do with a car, whether it's repairs, new cars, repair, just whatever it is. Okay, so they're gonna keep raising your insurance rates, and then you're gonna have a choice one day saying, "Man, my insurance payment is due, or I got to buy groceries." Okay, then there goes the car. Okay, my home over here is fully paid for. I don't know a penny on it. I don't know nothing. Okay, Cambodia has no insurance at all. I mean, I guess you could find it. I don't know anybody over here that has any insurance on anything, to be honest with you. The house over here is made of cement, man, and blocks, iron, steel. Told you guys that. We don't have any natural disasters, no earthquake. Even our roof is a cement slab. So, yeah. I don't have any. I got, like I said, I got my car and I got 2 motorcycles, 2 motos. No insurance, no medical insurance. I just pay out of pocket. Anyways, these insurance companies, every time the hospitals have to raise their rates for their employees, equipment, whatever they buy, your insurance is going to go up. It's going to keep going up. Okay? Grocery prices are going to keep going up. They say they're not, but they're going to. Okay, so you guys can stay over there, man, and stay poor if you want and live paycheck to paycheck. I don't live no paycheck to paycheck. Okay, because I don't owe nothing. I don't know anybody. Only thing I have is my electric and water and all the rest of that stuff. I get my Social Security once a month, but it just goes into a bank, and I get it every 6 months. I don't know. I call the bank, have them wire transfer it over here. I could go a year, easily go a year without any money. Okay, I could easily do that because number one, we're preppers. Number two, I don't have any bills. Okay, I'm not insurance poor. I'm not car poor. I got a 1999 Lexus RX 300 SUV. I keep it up in really nice shape. I'm sure you guys have seen it in videos. But anyways, I don't have any insurance on that. So that's how they're going to take stuff from you is insurance. Okay, all these fires and floods and all these natural disasters, man, those insurance rates just keep going up. Okay, so they're going to break you with the insurance. Okay, a lot of you people, especially retired ones, your little bit of Social Security that you're going to get the max you can get on Social Security is $4,000 a month. Okay, that's the absolute max. Okay, that's $48,000 a year. Now, I don't know where you can really live in the USA with a nice lifestyle on $48,000 unless you own every single thing that you have in your house, and you got property tax and, all the rest of that stuff. Then you're going to have to pay income tax. Okay. So I don't know where you're going to live on $48,000 a year if you made the max that you do over here. Okay. Over here, there's no income tax. Okay. I make below the threshold because I got a daughter. So and she's a U.S. citizen, and I am head of household. So head of household, I make less than the threshold, so I pay zero income tax, man. Okay? Any money that's made over here, okay, goes into my wife's name. You know what I'm saying? So we've never been legally married in the USA, so been married over here, but in the USA, nothing. Okay? So do they ask me, do I have a spouse that works? I say no, because it's the truth. Like I said, I have a Cambodian marriage certificate, but I've never been married in the USA. She had no Social Security number. But anyways, for you guys, okay, now I'm going to change over here to you guys. Okay? You guys, especially you older guys, okay? You guys that are like 50s, 60s, whatever, I don't know, however old. And you got a house that's paid for, and you're struggling. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You got laid off. You can do the same thing I did 5 years ago, man. I didn't get laid off. I just stopped. Okay, I became 62, and I said, "F it. I'm 62." I sold everything I owned, man. All my little toys, my Harley, my classic truck, everything I owned, man. My house, everything gone. I sold it. Sent that money over here, man. Okay? And I married a Cambodian woman 12 years ago, but let me tell you something. The ladies over here love foreigners. Okay? They love foreigners. The average salary, this is the average salary for a Cambodian over here, is $250 a month. A month. Okay, I'm sure you can make more. I'm sure I think even the minimum on Social Security is more than that. But anyways, that is their average salary over here per month is $250 a month. Okay, and they pile these ladies in the back of a truck. Kind of looks like a douche and a half. If you guys were in the military, one of those like douche and a half trucks, almost looks like a dump truck, but that's not a dump. And those ladies are so packed in there, they have to stand up. Okay, and they got these little bars for them to hold on to that's made on there, and they stand up. They're just piled in there. I mean, they're like sardines in there. And they go around to these villages, and they pick them up at these pickup spots, and they take them to go make clothes. Like, man. They work 11 hours a day, 6 days a week for 200 and I believe it's $218 a month. Okay? That is the minimum wage here for the garment. They call it the garment industry. They make shoes over here too. Okay? I don't buy Nike shoes. I don't buy Nike products because Nike has a plan over here that pays like that. Okay? Nike does the same thing. You know, the company that says they're always screaming about social justice and all the rest of that stuff. Well, they come over here and they make their shoes. Have these people make their shoes for so cheap. Okay, and like I said, these people, they do it because they need to work. They need to work. They have to work. Okay, they have no choice, man. So, like I said, I don't buy the Nike products. If you guys choose to buy them, you buy them. But you let you guys know how much they pay these people over here, right? Right? For a company that screams about social justice. They come over here to a third world country. Cambodia is 139th poorest in the world. Anyways, somebody blowing the horn. You can hear that now. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'll tell you why he blew the horn in a minute. Okay? And then you're going to understand why I'm talking about this, okay? For you single guys that want to come over here, okay? You can come over here with your wife. Like I said, it's cheap, but this is mostly for the single guys. But yeah, you guys, you know, if you're retired, you come over here with your whole family if you want. Let's live it so much cheaper. But the men over here put the ladies to work. Okay? The men in Cambodia, most of them, 90% of them, are some of the laziest people you've ever seen in your life. Okay? The guy that did the horn that you just blew, that you just heard, there's a gate that we opened to put a car inside the carport. And he's too lazy to get out of his car and open it up and put the car inside, so he blows the horn for his wife to come out and open the gate so he doesn't have to get out and do it. You see what I'm saying? Okay? These guys, these men, if you want to call them that over here, they don't know how to treat the ladies, man. They really don't. Okay? Most of these guys over here make a little bit of money. Okay? They make a little bit of money. And the money that they make, they usually go out drinking beer and shit with it, and they put the wives to work. Okay? They work at the factories. They sell vegetables. The wealth gap over here is incredible. Okay? You got people that have money. Okay? Which obviously they do. Okay? Because they have Mercedes dealerships here, BMW, Tesla, Rolls Royce, Bentley. They got all they got all this stuff. But then they have the poverty gap. Okay? You get outside this beautiful subdivision I live in, man. I rode my bike all around all these little villages, man. These ladies are out there washing clothes in the street. Okay? They take buckets of water and they put their clothes in these things and they're out there scrubbing their clothes, their dishes. Okay? They live in absolute poverty. Okay? A lot of these people over here, they don't even have electricity or water at their house. Okay? They pay for somebody to come by and fill up these big old cement, look like big old cement containers full of water. And that's the water that they use for taking a bath and cleaning their dishes and all the rest of that stuff. Some of them, they boil it too and they drink it. You know, they boil it, it comes, I don't know where it comes from, but they boil it so they can drink it. But like I said, a lot of these little villages over here, man, they're so poor, they don't even have the money to have their toilets and their sinks or whatever hooked up to the sewer system. So they just run a blue pipe out and just let their sewage run out out into the little, small little ditch in front of their house or right next to their house. It's a third world country, okay? And I live here, okay? Like I said, I live in a third world country, and there's a lot of things here that freak me the hell out, man. And if you come here, it's going to freak you out too. Okay, but to get back to what I was talking about, these ladies over here love foreigners. Okay, they love us for many different reasons. Okay, they love our white skin. Okay, they love the white skin. The ladies put this bleach stuff on their arms, man. They are terrified of the sun. They're like vampires, man. They're scared their skin's going to turn they are so terrified of the sun. They will wear, it will be so hot outside, man. It's just incredibly hot. And they will be wearing long pants and a hoodie with the hood on. If they don't have a helmet on and they're riding them, they are scared to death. Their skin is going to turn brown. Okay. So they like the white skin because obviously if I go outside, I get a tan, but I'm pretty white, so it comes off pretty fast. Anyways, but the men over here don't know how to take care of the ladies. They just don't know how. Okay? Like I said, you go around and you're going to see these men just sitting around, drinking beer, doing whatever they're doing. The ones that are working make next to nothing. Okay? Even the people that build these houses, like one I'm living in, okay, they work construction. Okay, they make $12 a day. $12 a day. Okay, does that tell you something? Okay. In my shower, because I'm getting older and I need to clean my feet. I'm afraid of slipping right at 67. I go to the gym a lot, so I'm pretty healthy. Okay, take care of myself, but I wanted a grab bar, the stainless steel grab bars in the shower. So when I lift up so I'm just standing on one foot, I can wash my foot. Okay. We went to a shop. Okay. Showed the guy the picture of it. He took some measurements of how long I wanted it. Okay. Out of stainless steel. He had the little elbows there to make it for himself. Okay. And he made me a grab bar, okay, a stainless steel grab bar for my shower, okay. I could have went and bought a plastic one. They sell plastic, but I didn't want a plastic one, man. They should be breaking on me. I'm a pretty good sized guy. Anyway, so he built a stainless steel grab bar, man, with the elbows. He welded the elbow on, and he welded a little extension on the elbow so it sticks out. But he built the flanges for it, did everything, man, okay. I worked in a machine shop for a while, and stainless steel is very difficult, okay, to weld. Anybody that knows anything about a stainless steel, I'm going to give the guy an 85%, man. He did a hell of a job making that grab bar, man. I think I could have done a little bit better, but he did a hell of a job making that grab bar. You can barely see this. You can barely see where he welded it together. Okay, and came and installed it to my house. Had it built and installed for $30. Okay, that's how cheap they work over here. Okay, so you guys that come over here, okay, especially you single guys that come over here, man. They got ladies, man, that would just love to have a foreigner husband because, like I said, the men over here don't know how to take care of the ladies. They don't open the door for them. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And the ladies are so used to it that that's just the way it is. They send their women to the market to go sell vegetables and fruit and everything else while they stay at home, man. Watch the kids. If they have babies or whatever, watch the kids. Drink beer, just whatever. The culture's like backwards, okay? Like I said, it is a third world country. You get outside this subdivision, or you go downtown near the Royal Palace where they have the park and they have where all the tourists, all the passport bros and these influencers take all their little videos and shit. Beautiful, man, beautiful down there. Okay, you go to Angkor Wat up there in Siem Reap, big old temple. That place is absolutely gorgeous too, right there too. But you get outside of these subdivisions, like where I live at, there's subdivisions all over the place around here. Not all over the place, but there's quite a few of them. You get outside these subdivisions, and you go through these little poor villages, and they're all over the place, man. These girls over there, they would just love to have a foreigner husband, okay? They know if they have a foreigner husband, there's a chance they can go to the USA. Plus, if they have a child, okay, my wife is not a U.S. citizen, okay, she's never been to the USA, doesn't really care to go, it's okay. Our daughter is a U.S. citizen, okay. If a woman over here has a child from a foreigner, you go to the embassy, the child will get a birth certificate. My daughter has 2 birth certificates, 2 passports, everything. One is from Cambodia, Khmer, and the other one is from the USA. Okay? It would be easy for my wife to go to the USA if she chose to, but now it's just so expensive, man. And I'm 67, okay? And it's hard enough for somebody that's half my age to get a job. They're number one. Number two, my wife would have to go to work, and I don't want her to do that, man. I don't want my wife to have to go to work. Okay, she's a housewife. She's a hell of a housewife. She keeps this house absolutely spotless, man. Hell of a housewife, good cook. So that's why we stay here, man. We stay here because we don't own nothing. But you single guys, come over here, man. You guys, now you can't buy land over here right now. There is a way that you can buy a house. I'm working on that, but I'm not going to tell you until I've talked to a lawyer about it. Okay. I've heard from government officials that there is a loophole that you can do. But anyways, you can buy a really nice condo, man. You just can't buy it on the ground floor, but you can buy a hell of a nice condo, okay, for cheap. You just go online and look, man. Okay, you can buy a hell of a nice condo, and it's yours. You make payment, whatever. Okay, and like I said, you guys that are like 50, 60 years old, man. How would you like to have like a 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old wife, man? Okay. 18 and above. 18 and above, man. That's open. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no 18. I wouldn't want no 18-year-old girl because it's kind of like a child, but you can get one early 20s, man. Okay. So you single guys that like I said, that have all these toys in the USA, and you're having to deal with all these ladies that are about the same age as you, that have went through the menopause thing and got kids and grandkids, and you got to deal with all that bullshit. Come on over here, man. Get you a nice, young, beautiful Cambodian woman, man. Okay? Start afresh, man. If not, you're just going to get leftovers. You're going to get whatever's left over there in the USA, man, with the kids and the grandkids and all the baggage that they're going to come along with it. Okay? Plus, it's going to be expensive. Like I said, man, shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box. Once you guys email me a couple times, I see you're for real, man. I'll give you my Telegram number. You can talk to me on the phone, FaceTime, on the phone, Telegram. Like I said, we can FaceTime, talk, tag, whatever you want to do, man. But I'm not gonna give that on YouTube, man. I've made some pretty big mistakes in my life. Putting my Telegram number on YouTube, oh man, that would be a right. All the lunatics they have over there in the United States, man. You know, the Antifas and all those, whatever they are. It would just be a nightmare, right? They can't come over here. Number one, they ain't got the money. They ain't going to get out of their damn mom's basement. Number two, they couldn't find my house if I'll give them the damn address. They can't find my house where I live at, man. I live in the suburbs of Phnom Penh, the city capital, okay? About 20 minutes so from the city. And I'm friends with all the really important people over here in Cambodia. And I'm making more and more friends. I'm getting ready to go golf on Friday, man, with the guy who is, they call him ministry. He is the head of the Ministry of Immigration. And he is also a police officer for the federal government over here, kind of like an FBI agent. Okay? Really good friend of mine. I went over there on Sunday, visited with him, man, to his office. We sat around for a couple hours, talked, man. I'm gonna go golfing with him on Friday with some other real important people, and They have districts over here which are a little bit bigger than the city and a little smaller than the county. But anyways, I'm really good friends with the head of the police department over here in this district. So, like I said, safe place. Third world country. The roads suck. You get outside the main city and you go through some of these villages, man. Oh my God, you're going to see stuff you wish you hadn't have seen. But like I said, you guys that are single, instead of you having to take somebody else's leftovers, okay, with all the baggage that they got going on with them, with the kids and the grandkids and all the rest of that shit, right? Going through the menopause thing and hormones and all the rest of that kind of crap, man. Come over here and get yourself a nice, young, beautiful Cambodian woman, man. Okay? Look at the thumbnail I'm going to put on. Okay? They got some beautiful girls over here, man. Oh, my God. Beautiful. And they don't care about the age difference. It's not important to them, man. Okay? My wife's 27 years younger than me, man. So, been married for 12 years. So, you guys decide, man. You want some old woman, man. She's got all the baggage. She's been married a couple times, got kids and grandkids and all that crap. Or do you want to start afresh, man, with a nice, beautiful, young 25-year-old girl that's probably never had a boyfriend, if you know what I'm talking about? Get them fresh, man. All right, I'm going to let you guys go, man. Thank you for watching. Hey, and I only got 141 subscribers, man. If you guys could subscribe, man, I'd really appreciate it. I really would. Goodbye, USA, man. I got 196 subscribers. I only got 141 here, man, but it's okay. If you guys want to hit subscribe, that's cool. I made my video a little bit longer than I wanted to, man. I'm making it on my phone. That's why my finger's over here to shut it off. All right, man. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.